Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on Crysis Core Final Fantasy VII ahead of its release come December the 13th. We'll talk all about that. Want to highlight some new Steam releases, one that I personally find really interesting from a price point standpoint. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get to it. And Bandai Namco sale running on Steam right now. Some really great stuff at really great prices available as a part of that sale. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, it was noted that Crysis Core Final Fantasy VII will be running at 30, 60, or 120 frames per second over on Steam. You'll have the option to dictate what frame rate you want to try playing it as. Vertical sync, you have on, off. Texture quality goes high, medium, low. Shadow quality, high, medium, low. Anti-aliasing, high, low, and off. Ambient occlusion, on and off. And then again, frame rate, you can select between 30, 60, and 120. Crysis Core Final Fantasy VII, in my opinion, is a very good game. There was elements of the game that I didn't completely dig, like the slot machine nonsense, but overall, the game is pretty solid, and it's thankfully hitting every platform right away, so there's no, wait a year to get it on PC. In the case of the FF7 remake, I actually think it was 18 months, actually a little bit longer than that. It was like 18 to 20 months, something around that time period, but this is initially a PlayStation Portable game. I mean, if you're big into emulation, Crysis Core is kind of one of the go-tos that a lot of people emulated on PC. This version will be a full-on upgrade of that game. They are touting it as more of a remaster. You can, you can judge it for yourself if you want to say it's more than just a remaster, but there is a lot of upgrades that are being introduced with this game. So I would say, comparatively speaking to some of the remasters we see, stuff like Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, Crysis Core, it is seemingly a pretty decent remaster in terms of, upgrading the game quite a bit. The $49.99 price tag is pretty hefty, so, I could see people being pushed away from that, but it's also a game that people have wanted to see released for a long time, so I actually don't think the $50 price tag is going to hurt it too much. And if you are an XP member over at Green Man Gaming, I would note that the game is seeing a 20% off discount, so you can get it for $39.99, which I think for that price, that's pretty good. That's what the game initially came out on PSP. So, you're paying that price, 14 years later? That doesn't seem that bad to me. But, yeah, Zack's story is pretty compelling, and a lot of you guys played FF7, maybe the remake, and, yeah, if you want to see what all the fuss is about with him, this is a good introduction to his whole story, and, yeah, it kind of sets the table for everything you see out of FF7, but that will do it for that. Again, link to Green Man Gaming in the description box below if you do want to pick it up a little bit cheaper. Okay, let's go over some Steam releases. So Crysis 2 Remastered and Crysis 3 Remastered have dropped on Steam. We knew that these were coming. No EA, no Origin, so you are getting direct installs onto your PC done by Crytek and Saber Interactive. Crysis 2 is my favorite game out of the entire Crysis franchise. I just thought it was a fantastic single-player campaign. $22.49 is the price point, so that's 25% off. Just think that's a little bit pricey. However, they do have the Crysis Remastered trilogy, which includes Crysis, Crysis 2, and Crysis 3, all remastered. That's $29.97. That's actually not that bad of a deal, and it very much beats out buying the games individually. So, if you're gonna pick it up, I would say just get the Remastered trilogy. $30 for that seems alright to me. Otherwise, wait until this gets an even deeper discount, and then you can check it out then. But Crysis 2, I was pretty high on it. I thought it was a pretty darn good game, and it was one of those games that I remember seeing, running on PC. I'm like, damn, that's one of those games I definitely want to play, because it came out back in, 2011, I want to say, early 2011. At that point, mostly initially, I was playing Red Orchestra 2. That was, my go-to game for a while. But Crysis 2 was a game that I just saw from a technical standpoint, and I was like, whoa. And, yeah, I was a wee lad back then, and I was blown away by it. But nonetheless, the Remastered for both Crysis 2 and 3 are out right now. All right, moving on from that. Oh boy, Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days. Okay, so Cardfight Vanguard is one of the lower key trading card games. I believe it's pretty big in Japan. It's also got a, it's got some Steam over here stateside, but they just dropped Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days, so it's essentially a video game version of Cardfight Vanguard where you can take it online. They've got, I believe they note, over 1,000 cards. Yeah, over 1,000 cards for the standard format and animations exclusive to the game that helps heat up the fights. Now, this is wild because the game is priced at $70. That's like the only thing can somebody like explain to me why this is $70? Because this seems like a wild price point. Now, it does have a very positive reception, 66 reviews, 93% of those reviews are positive, but I am just wilded out by this price point. $70 PC games are still a rarity. And if you do get one, it's usually something to the effect of like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Like outside of that, $70 games are still very much a rarity. So yeah, this is $70. I imagine it's because they think it already targets an incredibly niche audience, so if you're interested in this game, you're probably going to buy it regardless. But I don't know, man. $70 is kind of wild, and there's a bunch of card passes. There's the Cardfight Vanguard additional card pass that includes additional card set volume 1 through 4 for $65.49. So I don't know, maybe I am not comprehending what is justifying this price point, because I remember like Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist came out on PC, and that was $19.99. Like the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, that's a free-to-play title. Master Duel, I think it is. Yeah, that's free-to-play. But Legacy of the Duelist came out way back in, like, 2015 or 2016, and that game was $20. So, like, I don't know if there's a world of difference from what this game is offering versus that. But nonetheless, $70 I think is going to be a bit of a hard sell, but it'll eventually go on sale. And I actually added that game to my wish list because I saw it was coming out, and Cardfight was something I'd heard of, like, growing up, and I knew it was gaining some traction, and I think the cards themselves look mad cool, but yeah, $70 is gonna be a no muss for me. Lastly, I do want to note that Steam does have a Bandai Namco sale running right now, a publisher weekend sale. A lot of great deals. Scarlet Nexus for $15 is excellent. For some reason, we can't get a damn deal on Dark Souls 3. Why that is, I don't know. Ace Combat 7 for $9 is always excellent. Tales of Vesperia for $9.99. That's a little bit pricey just because we've seen that game a little cheaper. Naruto Storm 4 for $6 is really good. Tales will Rise for $24, obviously excellent. DBZ Kakarot for $15 is a great deal. Little Nightmares 2 for $9.89 is actually a low-key banger there as well. So Ni no Kuni 2 also $9 for that. So some good deals. No deals on Dark Souls titles, which, yeah, those games, like, very rarely go on sale. I don't know why that is. They probably just realize, hey, why not keep these games at a premier price point where, you know, people are gonna pay $40, $60, $30 for whatever the case may be. But, yeah, Dark Souls 3 still a whopping $59.99. So, yeah. That is gonna do it for me. Again, Crysis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Details some specifications on PC. Crysis 2 and Crysis 3 have dropped on Steam, as has Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days. But yeah, $70 on that is kind of wild to me. And Bandai Namco gunning a publisher sale going on right now on Steam. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.